And as he faces the possibility of an indictment, politicians and experts, they are discussing what this could all mean. Chase Bachman, he joins us now live in studio. He spoke with some local leaders. Chase, what are they telling you?
Well, Jeff, it all depends on who you ask. Some Democrats say an indictment would give people more faith in the justice system, while some Republicans say potential charges could be a sign of corruption. As a New York grand jury decides whether or not to indict former President Donald Trump, local Democrats are calling the potential charges necessary.
No one's above the law, and the whole legal system fails if rich people are able to break the law and poor people are prosecuted. If it's against the law, you ought to be prosecuted.
Meanwhile, congressional Republicans say the circumstances of the possible charges make no sense.
Some bookkeeping error from 7 years ago is misdemeanors now what they're going after. So it makes absolutely no sense.
One local expert says criminal charges for high-ranking officials is nothing new, but charges against a former president would be new territory.
Lots of high officials, pretty much all the way up to, but not including, even the vice president, Spiro Agnew, was involved in criminal proceedings. So it's really only the president that's never been involved.
Political science professor Sam Nelson with the University of Toledo says the potential protests could be smaller because of the criminal charges, but nothing is certain.
The number of people who might be willing to go to prison for him because he's being prosecuted might be smaller than we might think, but it's really hard to predict exactly what might happen.
And as we've reported, police in New York and Washington are also standing by as a precaution for any possible demonstrations. Reporting live in studio tonight, Chase Bachman, WTOL 11.